There we go. Okay, now we'll go back. Okay, did I get you back to your journey to your club presidency?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, just to give you an outline, I'm Beth Thacker. I am the district learning facilitator. I've been working with Melissa behind the scenes, trying to get everything ready and make your pets experience one that is fun and exciting. And it truly, I've been held many different offices through my years as a Rotarian, and I can honestly say that the training that you'll get, your experience next weekend is some of the best training that I've ever experienced in all aspects of Rotary. So I hope you're as excited as we are to be going next weekend. The this here is what is Rotary. Hopefully, most of you know, but I also know that some of you may have been out of the room when you got elected to be president, and so you raised your hand for something else, and next thing you know, here you are. So congratulations. We're glad to have you. We're going to try. We are ultimately going to have a manual for you to refer to as well that'll kind of cover some of the information that we've been going through each session. But there is 1.4 million Rotarians and Rotaractors in 46,000 clubs in 527 districts over 34 zones all across the world. And Rotary is one of the largest, oldest service organizations, um, and one of the best rated as far as most all the time your dollars go right back in and are used. It's not spent on administration. Your responsibilities. You're going to implement and evaluate club goals. I don't know if you have been introduced to that. It's on My Rotary. We're going to continue to, encourage you to complete those goals. And that's something that you want to keep in front of your clubs. And you have to make sure the goals are entered into myrotary.org in order to apply for grants for your clubs. So you're going to want to make sure you have that done before May 31st. You want to share those goals with your clubs and keep them front and center at their board meetings. It also can be a great recruiting tool when you get to tell your story to prospective members. You start, and something to think about is you want to start building your future leaders early. So, the sooner when you get a new member, the sooner you can get them engaged, whether it's on a committee or whatever you can do to get them. I remember that I was the first thing they gave me as a job was to be um, a greeter. And that really was helpful because it helped me learn to get to know the names of all the club members. And it made me feel more engaged with all of the club. And so, something that you want to do because just like we have our continuity and leadership for the district level, we have a district governor elect, a district governor nominee. So, we have continuity. And I'm sure some of you know that, I'm not sure we even have all of the presidents registered for the training, and the training is supposed to be mandatory for incoming presidents. So knowing who those people are 1 and 2 years out can be quite helpful. So try to ensure you have continuity in leadership and your service projects for that matter. Um, Try and get your club members to go to a district meeting that's giving them a little bit of exposure. I can remember when I invited Kathy Quiet Hast to get involved at the district, and now she's been involved all the way at Rotary International, helping plan for an upcoming Rotary International conference. So you never know where that'll take you. Um, so just some of the things about your president responsibilities. You want to keep your district communication up to date, and part of that is utilizing Rotary Club Runner. And in Club Runner, there is a place that you can enter your executives, your membership, and your membership kind of defaults from Rotary International. But there's a place that you can put in this year's um, executives and chair committee chairs, and then there's a place to do it for next year as well. If you have any difficulties in trying to figure that out, it's great if your secretary is doing that. But if not, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help any club with getting you in and getting you around so you know where to put in the information. But also, your assistant governors are available to help you with that stuff as well. In At our district training assembly, which will be May 17th, please mark your calendars. The going to approve the district budget, and that's something that the president-elect do. So it's just to say, hey, here's where all the club dues come in. This is what we pay for. This is how it's going out. And it's a very informative and helps you get a handle on how the money's spent. So some of your responsibility is your club finances. You need to be very familiar with club finances, understand whether you have proper accounting practices. Do you do an annual financial review? Do you know that there's an annual 990 that has to be filed? Do you have a budget? Do you have the proper procedures in place to make sure that your expenditures are all accounted for? Believe it or not, some clubs get in trouble with this because they think it's all taken care of and not necessarily always is. Government documents. Are they current? This is something that's really good right away at the beginning of your year, is to do a review with the club and update your bylaws, because part of the bylaws there, Rotary does a great job of outlining, of giving you a template of what to follow. And then really the only thing I think is that you have to put in there is, where's your club meeting? What is your meeting time? And that's something sometimes gets missed in updating your bylaws. Sometimes people change locations, they forget to update the bylaws. But also, there's a template for the Constitution as well. And that's something that you want to review and approve or adopt each year, just to make sure everybody's on the same page and keeping that fresh in your club. There's two forms. A lot of people think that if they donate to your Rotary Club, it's automatically tax deductible, when in fact it not necessarily is. It depends on how is your club incorporated. Um, did you incorporate as a 501c3, or most of the clubs are set up as a 501c4? So the monies that are not tax deductible, nor the purchase of raffle tickets. So you want to see it. You have a lot of clubs have set up two separate divisions so that you have a 501c3, and then the regular club business is operated out of the 501c4. Like I said before, there's an IRS Form 990 that needs to be filed each year. There's an Illinois annual report. And if you're using any copyrighted material, you want to make sure that you're in alignment for both your club and your charitable foundation. You want to make sure those filings are up to date. Things can get pretty costly if you have to go backwards. So just make sure your this is also something in your bylaws that it's addressed as well.
Beth, I have a question about that.
Sure.
Is the annual report the Rotary year, annual year, or is it the calendar year?
It depends on how your club was set up.
It depends. One of those answers. Okay.
You love that, don't you? Yeah, so typically the Illinois filing is calendar year. Um, I believe the 990 is calendar year, but you just need to also make sure, double check your bylaws and double check your incorporation, how the club's set up.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. Insurance and risk. So on myrotary.org, you can go in there and all active U.S. Rotary clubs and districts and Rotaract clubs are provided with a general liability of about $2 million. There's also $500,000 of comprehensive insurance for when you rent space. So if you're doing an event and you're renting it, so you can print out the risk. You can print out the certificate of insurance. So there's a space for that's provided, and that's once again on Rotary's website. So what does Rotary require? Rotary requires that you pay your bills, you maintain your membership records, you select and then report your club officers. This is typically supposed to be done by December, like for your next following year. You'll be choosing your officers for your year, which is Rotary's July 1. But then by December, you're supposed to be putting in who the next slate of executives are going to be. So that's usually supposed to be done in My Rotary. And if you have a really good secretary, they're automatically doing this, but it's just something for you to be aware of, that you want to make sure that it is being taken care of. International and district dues are different. They're paid basically typically 2 times a year, some in no later than July, and then the others usually no later than December. Make sure your number counts are accurate, because Rotary is going to expect you to pay based on the members that are reported. And so sometimes you're going to be charged for more than the membership that you have. So that's another reason that you want to make sure that your membership records are updated on the Rotary website. So if you're carrying 3 or 4 folks that are no longer members, you're going to be billed for them. That's not an efficient use of your funds for your club. Melissa is struggling with her district governor's club visit. She's thinking about trying to do something a little bit different. If any of you are particularly want to make sure that she comes to visit your club, we want you to let us know for sure. We've talked about doing possibly a group thing, just a whole lot of different ideas here, where we want to explore what works best for the clubs, not necessarily what works best for Rotary and the governor, but what does the club want? So we really want to hear your feedback on this. I think there's 42 clubs in our district that cover from the Mississippi River over to what's the east is Ottawa, to the far east and south, and then up to the Wisconsin border. So it's a pretty big geographical area. What you need to do before you take office. There's a club president timeline checklist. It's going to be in your binder. It's going to be a digital binder, and the resources you need as a club president are going to be contained in that. We'll get that to you when you probably right as you get to PEPS. I'm not sure we'll get it to you the day before or this week, but you'll definitely have it when you're there. And we'll have a couple of um, manuals to refer to there, but most of this is all going to go digital as well. It'll also be out on the District 6420 website. So if you can't remember where it's at, you're just going to go to District 6420 Club Runner, and we'll have all the information there for the president's resources.
Should we be bringing computers to pets?
Yes, absolutely. Please. That's, yes. And I'm not sure if you know your number or not. That's something I can pull up for you or not, but there's a ID number that you have. So that's also good to have with you, to bring with you. The
Personal
checklist,
ID number or club ID number?
your personal ID number.
Hey,
The
Beth,
Rotary Learning Center, yeah.
I'm sorry. Are there people in the waiting room?
Oh, good question. Thank you.
Sure.
So I haven't learned how to do my screen. Sorry. And the PowerPoint, so thank you, Julie.
No problem.
Well, what if you can't bring a computer to the pets training?
You can. We want you to.
I
What
know,
if
but I don't have a computer available to bring to the pets training.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Because you're not, it's not like you have to have it, but it could be beneficial for you to have it.
Beth, would people be able to access if they had an iPad?
Yes. Yes. If you have an iPad, that'll work as well. I don't know I don't have the list of who has done all of the training inside, but there is training, and I know that Melissa's talked about it to you numerous times about doing the training out on my Rotary. It's Club President Basics, Club President's Advanced. Those are some really good courses in the Learning Center. The one other thing you should consider is, what are you going to say at your first speech at your club? You know, what do you want to be? What do you want to be known for? What's going to be your legacy? What's your year? You know, I was president. I was the first woman president of a club, and it was 3 years before the centennial anniversary. And so I was lucky enough to hook up and start the beginning of a centennial project. And we did fundraising for 3 years to put in our town. We put up a band shelter stage. So, you know, just whatever it is that you're passionate about, this is your year. This is something you get to choose, and something to think about. So, what you can talk about to try and inspire your club. So, you got some time to think about it, but it's a good time to set what your goals and your vision are for your year as the president. What do you want to convey? What do you want to bring to the table? Before you take office, you want to complete the Protecting Youth Program participants training in the RI Learning Center. And there is a certificate of course completion. This is going to also be on the Club Runner website as well. So you can sign your youth protection policy by July 1st, and that's going to go to Georgia Thomas. I'm also going to have a list for you of all of the committee chairs, the district committee chairs. So you'll have a list of that and know who you're supposed to send what to. I know it's a lot of information to go, but it'll be nice. The binder, the digital binder, will be a good reference material for you. Let's see. The other thing is the grant management seminar. If you don't do a grant management seminar, then you're not able to get a grant for your club. And we're really excited about all the clubs that have been getting grants over the last couple of years. I think last year was the most amount of clubs. I know Laura could tell me for sure, but her year we've significantly went up when she was district governor, and we're trying to continue that momentum so that all of our clubs can get some money to do a project. But you have to go through the grant management seminar. You have to sign the memorandum of understanding. It's a document that you signed, and then submit the final grant report. And then you also must have your goals entered into myrotary.org. Protecting Youth Program Participants course. Yes, thank you.
Beth, are you meaning to be sharing your screen again?
Yeah, sorry. There you go. Sorry. Told you. Thank you. My
Thank you.
technical. So yeah. Melissa just got back from Florida, where she got to meet our incoming Rotary International President, Mario Cesar Martinez de Camargo. He's the international president-elect. He is going to be the president in your year. So that is your Rotary International president for the year. Pets. So let me find this note. They're going to be using the places. Let me go find that one. My Events, I do believe is what it is. Yeah, My Event app. So the My Event app is going to be where you're going to find your personal schedule. And you're going to have to go to midwestpets.org, and that'll give you the directions of how to download that app. And then that will have your personalized schedule in it. It'll have your map of the hotel. It'll have your meeting room locations, any announcements. If you want a written agenda of your schedule, you can go to the registration room and they'll provide you one if that's what you want. But otherwise, go download go to Midwest Pets, download the My Meetings app or My Events app, and then your agendas will show up in there. I don't think it's there today, but it will be in there. I don't know how many of you have done the Clifton Strengths. That was sent out to all of you. Hopefully we've got some, fun stuff in the breakouts that'll correspond with some of the Clifton Strengths, and we really want to put that to you. So if you haven't done that, please make sure that you get that done before next week. The most fun of everything is really about making connections. You're going to meet people from all different sides of clubs, all different experiences, all different backgrounds, and it's going to energize you for your upcoming year. It's not a doubt in my mind, and we're so proud of all of you for stepping up and taking this on. Their registration, so that Weston Itasca, we've been having this Midwest Pets there for quite a few years now, and they're very accommodating for us. You're going to come in the front door, and right in the main lobby is going to be all of the district's tables, and that's where you will register. Registration is going to open on Friday at 10 a.m. There are elective sessions set up for starting at 1 o'clock, and our first district breakout is at 4 o'clock that day. So business casual, be comfortable. Sometimes the rooms are cold, sometimes they're hot. So I always recommend layers because you never know what it's going to be. The new moms is the service project. So that is for gender neutral potty training onesies. There will be a drop off for that. So I know that I think Paul, I saw your email that went out to everybody, right? To your club to get things to you and then bring them on in for the service project. All the things that you do, but Melissa's got a whole bunch of giveaways. So there's going to be throughout the district breakouts. If you do this, you're going to get you're going to get a raffle ticket, and she's got all kinds of fun giveaways. Some that have been Rotary swag, some are just fun stuff to try and make your experience even a little bit more fun. There is a hospitality suite. I believe we are on the 5th floor, and that will be after dinner Friday and Saturday night until 10:30. I know we got some people that are doing a great job of organizing the hospitality suites as well. And it also gives you the opportunity to brainstorm with your fellow president-elects. So, if you haven't, make sure that you watch the pre-prep sessions 1 and 2. Make sure you have completed your learning center modules, the Clifton Strengths Assessment, and be ready to have a great time with us when you get there next week. Questions?
How many districts are represented at Pets Midwest?
There's 6 different districts, and there's roughly over 300 incoming presidents. It's quite big. There used to be 7 districts, but we've gone down to 6, but it's about 3/4 of the state of Illinois, some of Michigan, Wisconsin. So it's pretty broad area that's covered. Dinner on Saturday night is a little bit more formal. So if you want to dress up a little bit more on Saturday night, they always give you ample time to after session to go take a little quick rest and change. Is there anybody that hasn't registered yet?
I didn't realize we needed to be there as early as 10 o'clock. Is that?
No,
No.
you don't have to be there at 10. No. So if you're coming for elective sessions, if you've signed up for elective sessions, then you want to be there a little bit before your elective session starts. But we really hope that you're attending some of those. But even at that, if you're not, then we want to make sure that you're there, by the district breakout at 4 o'clock.
Will they give us our rooms if we get there that early?
Yes, they will. We take almost the whole hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, they will give you your rooms.
Nice.
Like I said, we've been there. I don't know. I was on the executive committee for 6 or 7 years, and then I was off for a few years. So, I mean, I think we've been doing this for over 12 years now, and they have reviewed different locations. We have done, as far as uh, shopping to make sure that we're getting the best possible deal. And this hotel has been phenomenal, even with change of ownership. And they do a great job and are very accommodating for everyone. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Hey Beth, this is Julie. And I could download the app.
You did?
So, yep, you can download it, and I went last year, so it took me a minute to figure out the correct password that is in the email participants should have received from Linda.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Beth.
Yes,
Uh,
Dave.
This is Dave. Yeah, thank you. Also, just want to let people know that we've got about 8 or 9 vendors coming and organizations that are going to promote what they do within the Rotary world. And so it's a great way to connect with Coats for Kids program, Shelter Box. Russell Hampton will be there, and they'll have all the up-to-date new swag now that they've announced the new theme for this coming Rotary year, which is Unite for Good, which is an awesome theme. They'll have all the goodies there. Kind of like a mini House of Friendship area. Like you said, there's about
let me
300.
say,
Yep.
That was a good point, because in the past we've had a lot of snacks, and that has, with inflation and everything else. So if you have any special treats that you like, I would highly encourage you. They'll have water out for us, but in between meeting space, if you want a treat or whatever, I'd be, bring some from home. I think everybody's getting a little bit of something, but yeah. So if there's any special dietary needs or anything that you have that way and want to bring that from home, be sure to bring that. Thanks. Sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it
No.
just triggered that.
Yep. There will be coffee stations out and such, but we're always trying to be, I have the honor of sitting on the executive council. We're always trying to be mindful of the budget and trying to keep this cost affordable for all clubs. But it is going to be an awesome experience. Many people have referred to this as like a mini international convention, an opportunity to meet with a couple, 300-400 of your new best friends. Because everybody's coming to this and having the same little bit of anxiety, but they leave with so much knowledge, and their questions are answered, and they know who the point people are to go to answers if they have them. And it's really going to be cool. Really going to be cool.
Yeah. It's one of the most fun events. Truly. So I know I kind of went through the slides fairly quickly. Melissa had accommodated more time, but making it conversational by all means. If you have any questions, please, the only stupid question is the one that's not asked. So ask away. We're here to help however we can.
I have a quick question. You were just talking about the app, and I tried to open it up, and of course, I'm seeing Midwest Pets 2024, not 2025. So any advice? Is the new?
Beth, I'll help with that, because that same
Thank
thing.
you, Julie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you.
Change it to, if you have your login, which is your email, and such, and so change it to 2025.
Okay, so let me go back to that email. Oh, so I need that login from the confirmation email?
Yeah, Linda, I think sent it out just recently and everything, and it was my email, your password, if you don't normally use that app or that program. They put that in the email also, but the program name is is instead of Rotary 2024 or Pets 20, I'm now, okay, instead of Pets 2024.
So that's Linda Yates, right?
Yes,
I
Correct.
got my
yes.
confirmation Midwest Pets 2025. Okay, I got that, but I'm not seeing a number.
I haven't done it yet, so.
So, okay, I'm not finding I'm not finding a number on that email, so, I guess I'll keep looking. But I don't see a place to even log it in, so. I'll try again.
I haven't done it yet, so I'm not a whole lot of help at the moment.
I'll try to find the date that she sent mine. I don't know if that's dependent on when you registered or not. But I searched on Linda and this was the name of the email was Midwest Pets 2025 is right around the corner. And this was sent specifically to me, but it talks about adding, if you want to add any guest meals. And then as you
Okay.
go down further, it says we'll be using the My Event app.
My event up.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't see a special number to get into it.
Okay,
Um,
so.
Go ahead, Julie.
Oh, okay, well, you go to www.midwestpets, that link in that email. Okay, and when you get there, I'm trying to,
Hopefully these questions are helpful to someone else. I'm not the only one.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you're fine.
no, you're fine.
No, this is what we're supposed to be doing to help you.
Okay,
So
Okay.
scroll down and you'll see My Event app.
The current page says the
Yes,
My
My
Event
Event
app is
app,
coming,
yep.
coming soon for some people.
It does
Yeah.
say that, but if you
Yeah.
click on it, it brings up My Event app verbiage, and then it says the 2025 event app, and then it
Oh, I
says,
see. Then it's got a Midwest Pet
yes, link.
2025 is my event code. Okay, so I guess my question is, how do I get that code in there? Oh, okay, okay. All right, we're gonna try this again.
Okay,
Oh, and it says I'm invalid, but I'm not invalid because I've got all.
okay, but do you normally use this app?
Well, I am actually a returning president, so I did use it last time.
No, that's okay, but we
Oh,
normally.
I got it. I got it.
Perfect.
All
figured
right.
I had to change. Yeah, I found it. Woo, and it's colorful and beautiful. Okay, thank you.
Nice.
So you have to do that code, and then your password is I believe Rotary 2025 is what I
Yes.
enter the password. So
Yeah, the event code is MWP 2025.
Yeah.
And the password is Rotary 2025.
wonderful.
All small.
Rotary's a capital R. And the event code MWP is all capital. 2025 is what I'm seeing on.
Oh, I see. There's the password. Oh, I missed
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of hidden. You got to find
Okay.
it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for asking the question.
Yeah, see? Anybody else?
Ooh, it worked. All right.
That's a good thing.
Personal schedule. Okay. So the first day, is it just 3 breakout sessions? Friday afternoon?
Friday afternoon has the electives that you can attend,
Uh-huh.
and then the district breakout. And then there's dinner too. And then of course the hospitality suites.
So right now on Friday, I see those 3 sessions at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock and nothing else. It just says end of day. And then on Saturday, there's nothing.
There's
For
nothing on
Saturday,
Saturday.
Paul, that'll all populate in this app.
Yep.
All of the president-elects will have the same series of workshops that we'll be going to. So you
Yeah,
don't
it
get to
hasn't all
choose
been.
which ones you go to on Saturday. They'll just tell you what you're assigned to, and it'll all show up in your app, and it'll tell you what room and everything. Super
Oh,
handy.
it's just not there yet, but it will be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, Linda's sent out an email today that she's going to be working on that probably today and tomorrow. So it'll get there. It's just not there yet.
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing that's kind of handy, especially if you're there, with a friend or whatever. Pull up your schedule for Saturday, take a screenshot, and then you're not constantly opening up that app to see where you're supposed to go next. And if you're, like I said, if you're there with a friend or your spouse comes along with you and they want to know where they can find you in between sessions or whatever, you can just send them that screenshot, and it'll save you a lot of time.
I think,
Good.
and two, your personal schedule if I'm not mistaken, those are the electives you've chosen. Because if you go back into my program, just the regular program, you'll see the breakouts and what rooms they're in. So if you wanted to take a look at that, and like they said, more information's coming.
Hmm. So be ready to drink from the fire hose. There'll be a lot of information. And then just remember, as long as you can pick up 2 or 3 things that you hold on to, that's good.
Bring lots of business cards with you. You're going to meet so many people from different clubs, and you'll hear about different ideas of fundraisers and stuff that different clubs are doing, like up in Milwaukee and stuff like that. And if you bring business cards, you can, get in touch with them later and get more details and stuff like that.
Good point, Beth.
All right. Anybody else? Any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? No? All right. Everybody's on board?
Thanks for
Well,
hitting, Beth.
yeah. Okay. But yeah, Melissa will be there. Nothing serious, but little family. So
Well, thanks so
that's all.
much.
You bet. We look forward to seeing you all next week.
See y'all there.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.